Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. Today we continue with the Viper's Nest mission set, and well, coincidentally, this one is called the Viper's Nest. So, I feel like this is probably the conclusion to this set of missions, but we'll jump right into it, and I'll cover a little bit more about what happened in the last episode. So in the last episode, we arrived on Vismar Minoris. We dealt with a large amount of rebels. We strangely came across a recon squad on a planet which was supposedly quarantined, which was a bit odd, but I assume maybe they were sent there to scout out the planet and see what's going on, and we've intercepted them. They just happen to still be alive. Well, they died by the end of the episode, so it was kind of irrelevant. We found the Prophet, Kavax. He was some mangled demony fella. We melted him, smashed his face in with my hammer. We also came across a venerable champion and a sorcerer champion on the planet, so it's pretty well defended, I'd say. They weren't particularly challenging enemies. The sorcerer champion was interesting though, spawned multiple of himself. Yeah, and we came across the hideout.
Inquisitor, be careful down there. The Hydra is a slippery, treacherous beast. If we don't act fast, it will recover. We must cut off its last head. Kill the leader of the traitors.
I agree. These heretics betrayed the Imperium, and they must perish.
No rest. No forgiveness. Glory to the Emperor.
Anyway, yeah, a little bit more information, I guess. We actually, in classic fashion, rather than following the main objectives of the mission, which was to silence the Vox systems which were spreading propaganda, instead I ran around the edge of the map because I obviously want to explore everything. I mean, who doesn't though? Like, come on. We all do it. So instead of doing those first, if I had followed the sort of the map indicator, I would have actually come across Kavax the Prophet first, and also the Vox systems, and I would have actually found the Cogitator, which would have informed me, with the information on it, that there's an underground hideout where the Alpha Legion have based themselves. But instead, I went around the edge of the map, dragging those Imperial guys with me, who died. And I actually found the end of the mission, which the last objective would have been to do this, but first it was to silence the Vox systems. So I found the underground hideout before I actually even found the Cogitator to tell me there was an underground hideout. So I did things slightly out of order, but that's fine. It'll be... I'm wanting this to be sort of an interesting conclusion. Like some sort of boss that's maybe a little bit more interesting. I mean, it's not like the main campaign. Even in the main campaign, most of the bosses weren't interesting. The final one was, the Great Unclaimed one. But for the most part, other ones just tend to be like one guy who's sort of the same size as you. It's not particularly hard to kill. But hey, we'll see. Maybe I actually get someone who's a bit difficult. Sniper? Dad. Shouldn't be stood in the middle of the room, mate. You're a sniper. Well, little hammer doesn't smash as much as big hammer. But it still smashes. Like that. Hello? Anybody here? There's a lot of you down here, isn't there? Or at least that's how it seems so far. Boom. Alpha Legion champion? Nah, he's a shitter, mate. That axe ain't doing nothing. See, when I remember to change weapons, it's so much more fluid sometimes if you can get the button to do it. Sometimes you click it, but because you're still technically doing an action, it doesn't do it. But then there's these times where like you finish doing like a move with the one weapon and then you switch out to the other, and it goes so fluid and smoothly. Boys. Plus the shield over time just hasn't been as effective anymore because I can just smash things pretty quickly. Oh, you're a slightly bigger boy, aren't you? Hello, Mr. Nervy. Plague Ogre. Oh, you're pretty flimsy. Oh well. That's a him problem, really, isn't it? So we have 3 ways to go here. Now my instinct is always to go off the other directions first. I shouldn't have done it. I just shouldn't have done it. That was completely pointless, but oh well. That's me for you. I see a trap, I'm like, maybe there's a chest in here.
Gas trap? Not a boring day at all. Fresh air.
Fresh air? Don't need it, mate. Poison gas ain't gonna do nothing to me.
You've spread the poison of your dark masters long enough, traitors. This heresy ends today.
You're not summoning anything, mate. What are you gonna summon, like a bloodlet or something? Be more interesting if you could summon greater demons, I'd take that. Fight a bloodthirster or something. Killed them at the Great and Claim one already, I may as well. May as well go all the way. Oh, hello.
Inquisitor, are you ready to die? Countless mouths and 1,000 eyes. The stars are his vessel. I am Alfarius, and the Hydra will devour you.
You are insane, and I will
He is pretty
stop your
insane.
madness.
Insane, you say? Tell me, which one of us desecrates the will of the Emperor with ill-placed fanaticism and religious nonsense? I pity you, poor blind mortal. For the Emperor!
No, that's my line. So I may be very ill-informed on this, but the way I understand it is the Alpha Legion they're a traitor legion, but they're also kind of not like the other Chaos Legions. They're kind of a bit odd, we'll say. So I mean, he even said himself there for the Emperor. Now the Emperor is the Imperium's leader, so to speak.
Inquisitor. You have cut off the head. Now the body will...
Now the body will die. Diary of Tarkos, Hand of Alfarius. Leave that on the screen for you if you want to read it. Cool.
Curious.
Well,
Felt like the creature
we did
wanted
it.
to die. His journal could shed light on the events.
Be careful. The dark knowledge that broke his mind could await you on those pages.
I'm an Inquisitor, mate. I'll be fine. Worst comes to worst, someone just cleanses my memory again. Yeah, so the Alpha Legion seem to be a bit of a funny one from what I know of them. I don't know a lot, so I might butcher this, and if anyone wants to correct me, feel free. So Alpharius is kind of like the leader of the Alpha Legion, but they all call themselves Alpharius. So it's hard to know who actually is Alpharius. And then I feel like there's another one. It's Alpharius, and is it like Omegon or something like that? I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, they seem, although they are a Chaos Legion, they seem far less heretical in nature compared to the others. They do deceitful tactics and things, but they seem more likely to side with the Imperium from how I understand them sometimes. Like they'd be happy to work with them or do things in their favor. I mean, he said for the Emperor himself, so yeah. Anyway, strange one, but interesting if you want to read about them, I guess. I feel like they're probably one of the more interesting, along with probably the Iron Warriors as well, I'd say. It's another good Chaos Legion to read about. Anyway, that marks the end of this episode. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care!